In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the surprise pop-up card. It's called a surprise because when you pull the tag, your card pops up and reveals a surprise little message. Let me fold it back down. So to start, I have my So Saffron 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base, and then this is going to be my tag, and this measures 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. And for the tag, I'm going to punch the corners using the 1/2 inch circle punch to create the tag. And I'm going to set those aside. To create the top, I'm going to use the Simple Friendship stamp set. This is a really pretty stamp set with a lovely butterfly and a saying that says true friend. I'm going to stamp the flower image all around in soft suede on my soft suede cardstock. And then the swirl stamp I'm going to stamp all in between. And it creates a really nice background look that I really like. See how pretty that looks. Then I'm going to take my cardstock and I'm going to place it in my paper trimmer, and I'm going to place the edge at 3 1/2, and I'm going to start the cutting at 3 1/4, and I'm going to push down and I'm going to score all the way down to 4 3/4, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So line it up with 3 1/2, place my score at 3/4, press down and score down to 4 3/4. Then I'm going to line my cardstock up with 4 3/4 on the left and again with 3/4 on the right. Press down, and I'm only going to go to 3 1/2. Okay? And then this is what is going to create the slider part. And sometimes if the corners don't meet, you can take the little paper snips and trim the corners. So you can have that corner. Next, I'm going to score my cardstock. I'm going to place it at 4 on the left, and then I'm going to score from my cut line down to my cut line. And then I'm going to move it to 2 3/8. And I'm going to score again, cut line to cut line. And then I'm actually going to take it out and reverse it, and I'm going to place the right side at 3/4, and I'm going to score again from cut to cut. And this is what's going to create our folds that will pop up and hide our message. So now I have my piece cut and scored, and I'm going to cut out the little notch in here for the top. But first, I actually trim down the sides of my top piece because I want the bottom piece to show through. And this is going to be the top, and so I'm going to use my 1 inch circle punch, and I'm going to just double check and make sure I'm going to hit this right in the middle. And then I'm just going to take a little bit off the top so that there's going to be an area to grab there. And then I'm going to take my tag and place that at the very top and line that up. Okay, and then on the back I'm going to add some sticky strip, and this is going to be what pulls the card. I'm just going to place that right on this smaller tab right here. Okay, the one next to the cut. I'm going to remove the liner. So now I'm going to place the tag and line it up with the top of my card. Okay, so now we have the piece that's going to move our card. Okay, and see we have a little bit of mellow moss showing here, so we're just going to go ahead and trim that off. So you can just pull the card back Okay. Next we're going to punch a hole in the top for some ribbon, and I have some So Saffron striped ribbon that we can just thread through. And then go ahead and tie a knot in the top. And this is what we'll use to pull the card. You can trim up those edges to make them look nice. Okay. And now for the back of the card. We're going to place some sticky strip all around the edges of the card. So all along the side, the bottom, and the other side. Once you have your sticky strip on all of the edges, you're going to place that down carefully. On top of your card. And you can pull, and look, this is where we're going to put our little message. So we're going to stamp our sentiment right there. And we'll add the little flower and some mellow moss. There's our little message. And then for the top of the card, we're going to stamp the butterfly in So Saffron. Pretty butterfly. And then the true friend across the butterfly. And then we're going to layer that on some mellow moss. And layer that on some brocade blue. And then we're going to place this right here. And you're going to want to line it up with this score line right here. And you're only going to want to place adhesive on this side. So we're going to add some dimensionals. And there we go. There's our finished card. Here's another sample of a surprise pop-up card using the same color scheme, but taking it a step further. I went ahead and placed dimensionals around all the sides so that I could do a layered saying inside. I used the scallop Sizzix die to cut this out, and then I went ahead and layered the tag and stamped the tag and added a jumbo eyelet brad. So just another example of something that you can do to jazz up your card and make it that much more special. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Have fun making your surprise pop-up cards.